Hi, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host. Just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona, and hopefully today with our picks and your picks, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Saturday, April 20th, Major League Baseball. Just a reminder, if you're new to the show, first of all, welcome. Second of all, we fade or follow four teams: Cubs, Dodgers, Royals, and Royals and Orioles. So Cubs, Dodgers, Royals, Orioles. We've got two of the teams going against each other, so 3 games. We do have a doubleheader with the Cubs, so we'll be betting in 4 games, but we will give you leans on other games and what we may like. So we'll get started 10:06 out here in Phoenix, so 1:06 Eastern Time. Yankees, Rays, Eflin versus Nortez. I can't believe Eflin is actually dogging this one against Nestor Cortez in this one at plus 116. So we would lean, even though the Yankees take game 1, we would lean towards Eflin and the Rays, take the plus money on that one. Next game up, Saturday, 11:11 out here in Phoenix, so 2:11 Eastern Time. Tigers head for game 2 in the series against the Twins. Olsen versus Ober, whichever way you want to pronounce them today. That game there, to be really honest, I'm surprised the Tigers are a dog at plus 110. I'd probably still lean Tigers in that one. Olsen, the much better pitcher in this one. The Twins still struggle to score. So we would lean Tigers in that game there. Next game up, 11:16 out here in Phoenix, so 2:16 Eastern Time. Brewers, Cardinals. Brewers with a big pitching matchup here. Hall versus Mikolas. Mikolas gets hit by everybody. I don't know why the Brewers wouldn't hit him as they continue to score runs, but plus 112. So a lot of dogs here to start off the day in that one. Next game up, though, we are in game 1 of this Cubs-Marlins series. Luzardo versus Javier Assad. Actually, Luzardo's pitched he's pitched decently. He's pitched better in years past on this one, but still having an okay kind of start. Javier Assad's pitched extremely well for the Cubs. We're going to roll with the Cubs in this particular game. We'll give you all the bets here. So Cubs money line, minus 1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Cubs over the 4.5 team total. Cubs minus a half a run, first 3, 5, and 7 innings. Swanson and Bellinger, kind of what we went with yesterday on this. So Swanson, home run, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, over 1.5 total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. Bellinger, home run, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. So one more time in this Cubs-Marlins matchup, game 2 of the series. Cubs money line, minus 1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Cubs over 4.5 team total. Cubs minus a half a run, first 3, 5, and 7 innings. Swanson, homer, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Bellinger, home run, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Next game up on the board, we get to the Mets and the Dodgers at 1:06 out here in Phoenix, so 4:06 Eastern Time. Mets are putting up all kinds of runs as this game's still going on for the Friday night game as we're recording this. Dodgers do not have a starting pitcher as of yet, and still a 184 favorite or 180 favorite. No shocker there. Buto has pitched out of his mind. We do not expect this to continue. The Dodgers are in a little bit of a slump, and we definitely felt the brunt of it money-wise in this one. The Dodgers are not going to be down for long, so don't want to be on the wrong side of them when everything kind of breaks their way. So Dodgers money line, minus 1.5, 2.5, 3.5. On the run line, Dodgers over the 4.5 team total. Dodgers minus a half a run, first 3, 5, and 7 innings. Freddie Freeman, Ohtani were on in this game. So Freeman, home run, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. Ohtani, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. So one more time, in that Dodgers and Mets game. Dodgers money line, minus 1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line, over the 4.5 team total. Dodgers minus a half a run, first 3, 5, and 7 innings. Freeman, home run, double, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits, and over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Ohtani, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Next game up on the board, Diamondbacks, Giants, Zach Gallen against Harrison. Diamondbacks slight favorite here as they are absolutely crushing the Giants as we speak. Like I said, we're recording this on Friday night for the Saturday games here. We'd roll with the Diamondbacks in this one. They're only a -116 favorite. 7.5 is the total. This could be a lower scoring game unless the D-backs are going to continue to put these kinds up in San Francisco, but we'd lean D-backs. Next game up, Pirates at home, game 2 of the set against the Red Sox. They get beat up in game 1. Red Sox lead it to them. Mitch Keller pitching versus Cutter Crawford in this one. We do like Mitch Keller. He has not pitched his best so far this season, but we'll roll with Mitch Keller in this one to get in the Pirates to get a low-scoring win. Next game up, Astros Nationals. Thought that at 1:06 out here in Phoenix, so 4:06 Eastern time. Blanco versus Trevor Williams. Blanco obviously had the no-hitter already this season. Astros get a big win in game 1, 5-3. I really want to play. I mean, we're not playing in this particular game, but it's awful tempting to lay some money there with the Nationals. Sorry, at around +160 on that game. Total of 9 though. Might be tempted to take the over in that matchup over that 9 total. Next game up at 3:06 Phoenix time, 6:06 Eastern. White Sox, Phillies, Wheeler versus Soroka. The Wheelers. How about the Phillies are -330 in this game, and they should be. They got a couple big home runs, shut out the White Sox in game 1. We'd lean, more than lean, we'd heavily be in on the Phillies on that game. Next game up, 3:11 out here in Phoenix, so 6:11 Eastern time. We've got Oakland and Cleveland playing game 2. Logan Allen, Alex Wood pitching. We'd have to lean Guardians one more time here, -160, about $1.60 favorite in that one, well worth it. Next game up, Angels go in Cincinnati for game 2. The Reds get a big win in game 1. Ashcroft pitching against Sandoval. Lay the -124 with the Reds, and don't worry about it. Angels have played tough. They played tough till De La Cruz broke that game open, but definitely expect to see the Reds with a victory there. Next game up, 4:11 out here in Phoenix, 7:11 Eastern time. Royals, Orioles in Kansas City. Royals explode late to get some runs to win that game 9-4 in game 1. Game 2, Cole Reagans, Corbin Burns. Reagans has been dominant without a win. Burns has gotten hit early but held in. I'll be really honest with you. We're taking the Royals in this particular game. But do not be surprised if this is one of those really low-scoring games. Royals are about a $1.10 dog at +110. So we'll take the Royals here. Royals money line +1.5, -1.5, and -2.5 on the run line. Royals over 3.5 team total. Royals +0.5 run first 3, 5, and 7 innings. And then we're on Bobby Witt and Salvador Perez. So Bobby Witt, home run, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. Salvador Perez, homer, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. And then also Cole Reagans over 17.5 outs recorded in that particular matchup. So one more time, Royals, Orioles. We like the Royals as a slight dog at home. Royals money line +1.5, -1.5, -2.5 on the run line. Royals over the 3.5 team total. Royals +0.5 run first 3, 5, and 7 innings. Then we've got Bobby Witt, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. Salvador Perez, home run, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. And then Cole Reagans over 17.5 outs for that one as well. Next game up on the board, Rangers and the Braves, game 2 of the set. Travis Denard, or however you want to French pronounce his name these days. If it wasn't for him, Rangers do get that win. Morton pitching against Nathan Eovaldi in this one. We actually like the Braves here. Voldy's kind of fallen off a little bit of the track, so we lean a little bit towards the Braves in that one, around a -150 favorite. Next game up, 441 out here in Phoenix, 741 Eastern. It's the second game of the doubleheader. Cubs Marlins, Munoz versus Shone for the Cubs. And I'll be really honest here with you. We're taking the Marlins, and that's just because it's so hard to sweep a doubleheader. We expect the Cubs to take game one. If the Marlins, for some reason, end up winning game one, we're definitely flipping that to the Cubs take game two. So make sure you do figure out the results of the first game before betting on the second game. Would be highly recommend here. But we'll lay out the plays here. Marlins, money line, +1.5, +2.5. -1.5, -2.5 on the run line. Marlins over 3.5 team total. Sorry, as the dog goes a little crazy here, or one of them. Marlins +0.5 run, first 3, 5, and 7 innings. De La Cruz, homer, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. Jazz Chisholm, double, homer, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. So one more time in this game two of Marlins Cubs. Marlins money line +1.5, +2.5, -1.5, -2.5 on the run line. Marlins over the 3.5 team total. Really? Marlins +0.5 run, first 3, 5, and 7 innings. Brian De La Cruz, homer, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. And Jazz Chisholm, homer, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. So at the end of every show that we do on YouTube, you will find a link in the comments section to our Google Sheets that'll go through all the bets that we just went through. It'll read docs.google.spreadsheet, bunch of other stuff behind it. Make sure you do check that out. That'll be a way for you to find all the bets that we just went through. You can look at baseball. If you get into basketball, we've got that going on. This weekend, we've also got Formula One going on. A bunch of NFL draft bets. So just look up the sport on the tabs. Once you get into that sport, then scroll down to the date you're looking for. And you'll be able to find all of our bets, how we did, all that kind of fun stuff there. So make sure you check that out. That's also going to be in our channel pages on YouTube and TikTok. So make sure you check those out there. And as always, if you could subscribe or follow us, whatever social media platform you're watching us on, whether it be YouTube or TikTok like we mentioned before, makes life really simple. Once you hit that follow button or subscribe, we'll be in your subscriptions tab or your follower, or be in your following tab. If you want to make life even simpler, turn on those notifications for that social media platform. So that way you can get a notification to your phone or device to let you know Sports Bets for Free has dropped a new episode of bets. Give you plenty of time to match them up with your bets and give you that ton of confidence you need heading to the betting app or betting window. I do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.